Today, this is JJ Domination, and we're back here with another Madden 19 video. Today we're going to be breaking down the Sunday Night Football matchup between my favorite team, the Green Bay Packers, taking on the Chicago Bears, and what is going to be one hellacious matchup in the NFC North. Both franchises entering year 100, and it's going to be high stakes in this game. The winner, well, they're going to get the momentum early, and the loser, they're going to have to draw up a new game plan. The Chicago Bears entered this game coming off of a 5-11 season, I believe. Mitchell Trubisky now has a lot more targets to throw the ball to, a much improved defense, and recently trading for all-pro edge rusher Khalil Mack. The Green Bay Packers entered this matchup 7-9 after Aaron Rodgers goes down with a broken collarbone. The second time he had a collarbone injury, this one was on his throwing arm, and we got to see him in action against Carolina last year late, and he didn't look that great. He had 3 touchdowns but 3 interceptions to go with it. This team did address the secondary by bringing in 2 rookie corners in back-to-back selections in the draft, and also bringing in Jimmy Graham, who was going to be a nice red zone threat for Aaron Rodgers. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen, the X's and O's right here for the Chicago Bears Green Bay Packer matchup. Starting out, we're going to talk about the Chicago Bears offense. Mitchell Trubisky, like I touched on just a minute ago, is going to have more targets to throw the football to. And this one, he's going to have Taylor Gabriel, Allen Robinson, Trey Burton, all coming from free agency. Burton was a part of the Philly special, one of the biggest talked about plays of the offseason. Allen Robinson coming over from the Jacksonville Jaguars after suffering an ACL tear this past year. Taylor Gabriel coming from the Atlanta Falcons, and drafting rookie Anthony Miller in the 3rd round out of Memphis. He is a nice height, weight, speed guy. He's going to be able to work underneath as well as probably line up on the outside, but that speed. Their offensive line did take a hit by losing Josh Sitton, but they drafted center, now converting to guard, James Daniels out of Iowa. And one thing about Iowa, they're able to produce some offensive linemen. Let's not get it twisted. And some defensive linemen. They're able to produce some good NFL talent. So that's one thing you have to look out for today. And for the Green Bay Packers defense, they did bring in Muhammad Wilkerson from the New York Jets. His time was running out as a New York Jet. They just wanted to go in a different direction, and he just wasn't involved in that game plan. At the linebacker position, Nick Perry is back after having a year filled with injuries. You also got Blake Martinez, who led the league in tackles, or was tied for the lead with tackles right there. Jake Ryan, their backup middle linebacker, or the second linebacker in the 3-4 scheme, goes down with an injury. He's out for the year, which means rookie Oren Burks in the 3rd round out of, I believe, Missouri, or some school like that, Vanderbilt. He is going to have to step in. He's fast. My only concern is wrapping up the tackling. He has the athleticism and decent coverage ability to play linebacker. We also got to talk about the corners, man. Kevin King entering year 2. Jair Alexander and Josh Jackson, both rookies. They bring back Tramon Williams, who used to play with this organization. They were able to keep Devon House. So the questions are going to be, who's going to be the standout guy in the secondary? You also have Clinton-Dix at free safety, and it looks like they're going to run with Josh Jones as the starting strong safety. It was between him and Kentrell Bryce after the exit of Morgan Burnett. Now we talk about this Packers offense here, and it looks like Jamal Williams is going to be the lead back. Aaron Jones is having a 2-game suspension, and Ty Montgomery really comes in for that mismatch on a linebacker. At the receiver position, they've kind of been trying to figure out who the wide receiver number 3 is going to be. It looks like Green Bay is going to roll out there with Geronimo Allison, which is a good pick right there for your wide receiver 3. He's a decent guy as well. Decent route runner. He's got good speed on the outside. He's not great, and he's not necessarily going to blow you away, but he does one thing right, one thing that Aaron Rodgers needs you to do, and that's catch the football. If you do that, your job will be a lot easier. All-Pro Davante Adams, he is back with the Green Bay Packers after signing a large extension. I believe he has a 4 or 5 year extension with Green Bay. Same thing with Aaron Rodgers. He got a record-breaking deal as well entering this year. Davante Adams just seems to get better and better every season, and you already know now the expectations will be a little higher than they were before. Adding Jimmy Graham, like we talked about, was the biggest offseason move for Green Bay in terms of guys that they were bringing in. On the offensive line, they do take a hit because they weren't able to bring back Jari Evans, their right guard, which means they're going to be rolling out there with left guard Lane Taylor and right guard Justin McCray, excuse me. Also, they have David Bakhtiari, who's coming back from with Brian Balaga, and at center they do have Corey Linsley from Ohio State. Now, I'm going to keep playing this game even after the first quarter because I'm just trying to score, but we are going to talk about the Bears' defense. That defensive line is ferocious, and that's one thing I will be able to say about this team. They have Eddie Goldman, who just got an extension as of yesterday, defensive tackle. Akeem Hicks, who is a seasoned veteran. He's been in the league for a little while. Very talented right there. Jonathan Bullard, who's going to be starting at the other defensive end spot, a second-year guy out of Florida. And now we get to this edge. Let me tell you something. Leonard Floyd and Khalil Mack, watch out. That could be a very productive duo as pass rushers. Danny Trevathan leads the middle linebacking core, but you also have Roquan Smith making his way from Georgia. My only concern with him is he hasn't been at camp. And when you haven't been at camp, you kind of need to learn the playbook. As you see, Jamal Williams is going to score a touchdown right here. In the secondary, they do have Kyle Fuller, who I'm really high on as a corner. They have Prince Amukamara, who's a serviceable veteran, and they have Eddie Jackson and Adrian Amos at their safety spots. I'm going to go ahead and predict the score. I think Green Bay will win this game 31-20. It's a little bit of a higher scoring affair. But I do have the Green Bay Packers winning mainly because I feel like they're going to be able to make more plays down the stretch. Trubisky, it's a learning curve for him in year 2. We'll just have to see it for ourselves. This has been X's and O's. Hopefully you guys enjoy. And I'm going to be doing this every week with my favorite team, the Green Bay Packers. So next week, we're going to be doing it. And from here on out, we're going to be doing it. So hopefully you guys enjoy, and I'll see you soon with another video.